In my last 2-box nickel hunt, not only did we find one of the 3 Jefferson nickels we needed to complete this Jefferson nickel album, we also slotted a Buffalo nickel. I went back to those 2 banks, grabbed another box from each in hopes of finding more nickels, Buffalo, or Jeffersons that we need to complete the albums. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to the channel. We're hoping for some good goodies today, and also we're hoping for some silver nickels because we need that 42S, one of the 2 nickels left along with the 50D to complete this album. Like I said, I went back to those banks and grabbed a couple of boxes. Let's see what we got in this one. The bottoms look pretty good through the holes, and I'm hoping to see some oldies on top, and I do. I do see some older designs on top. Could be a good box. Let's crack open box number 2 right now and just get them ready to hunt if I can do this one-handed. We might have a tough one right here. Let me grab something to get this cut open with. All right, nope, that didn't do it. There we go, that did it. All right, always hoping to see a Buffalo nickel on top, but I don't see that. This box doesn't look as good as this one. We'll have to see how they pan out. Obviously, we want Buffalo nickels. We want better date Jefferson nickels. We'd love some silver, maybe a V nickel if we're lucky, some proof coins, foreign coins, you name it, along with those hot-selling 2024 Denver nickels. All right, let's get right to the hunt. I'll bring you guys in when I have my first find in box number 1. Our first find of box number 1 comes in roll number 5, and it's not a Jefferson nickel. It's a Mexican peso, 2015. We'll take it. We're on the board. Oh, and I did find a pretty nice 1964 Philly as well. Not full steps, but still a nice one. We'll keep that for the collection. Back to the hunt. We're now up to roll number 22. We have yet to find a Jefferson nickel from the 40s yet, and we still don't have one because right here is going to be a 1939 Jefferson nickel, heavily damaged. But is there a mint mark? There is not, but we can scope it really quick and check that 5 cents and Monticello for the DDR, which I don't see. It's definitely a Philly and doesn't appear to be the Henning nickel. 1939 Philly for the board. Still none from the 40s. Well, holy cow. It took us 35 rolls into box 1 to get a nickel from the 40s. And it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Look at this. 1940. Jefferson nickel. Out of Denver. And it's got a nice back too. Let's take a look at those steps. Holy cow. Look at that. It does have a scratch, but that might qualify technically for full steps. 1940 Denver. Man, that is a close call. They might not call it that because of that dang scratch, but it had full steps for sure. And it is a nice coin. Could be an upgrader. Does have a little bit of a discoloration to it, but that is a nice Jefferson nickel. 1940 Denver. We finally got one. This might be my record number of rolls in a box until I found something from the 40s for Jefferson nickels at least. But that being said, we also found a better date a few rolls ago. A 1958, also out of Philly. I believe it's only like 17 million minted, so tougher date for sure, and we'll take that. Might be a little more than that, but either way, it's a good find as well. Let's get back to the hunt. 15 more rolls of the box. Roll 39, Jefferson nickel from the 40s, number 2. A 1947, and that's a San Francisco. That's a slightly better mintage as well. 1947S for the board. Roll 45. 1948 Jefferson nickel out of Philly. Just cracked open roll number 46. And coincidentally, we're going to have a 46 right here and a 46 peeking out back there. First nickel from 46 is a 46p. Second nickel from 1946 is also a 46p. And since I have you here, and it looks like we have a few possible oldies in here, we'll pull them out together. Here's a San Francisco minted 1947, another slightly better date. And maybe this one's older, maybe not. Nope, 84. Looks like in the 80s again. Nope, 79. All right, maybe it was just those two. Maybe it was just those two, and that's it. But either way, or those three, I should say, two 46s and a 47 in the same roll. All of a sudden, the box is loading up with finds, but still no silver and still no buffaloes. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this first nickel box of the 2-box hunt. And I'll tell you, it took forever to have finds, but it ended up with quite a few. 27 finds on the board. We got the Mexican peso, a lower mintage 2009 Denver. We got a couple of 2024 Denvers. You saw the nice 64. And then the slightly lower mintages, you saw the 58P. We also pulled a 59P out of that roll that had the 3 from the 40s. And 2 of them are 47Ss, and those are lower mintages. On top of that, probably the best find so far is this nice 1940 Denver with what looks like could be full steps. 1 box down, 2nd box coming up. I'll be back when I have a find in box number 2, and hopefully it's got some silver and some buffalo nickels. Well, it looks like 2 peas in a pod. Roll number 20 of box 2 will finally give us our first find from the 40s, and it's going to be a 1947 from Philly. While I have you here, I can also see it. We've got another 1954 Jefferson nickel out of Denver. Slow box again. Hopefully it heats up like the last box. Well, we're on roll number 29 of box number 2, and our wish has come true to find at least a buffalo nickel because we have found one. Hunting down the roll, sliding them down. I see the buffalo nickel right here. Let's take a quick peek at it. We might get a date on that. Looks like it could be a 1918. It's a Philadelphia. Let's see if we can see a date on screen here. It might be too close. Man, I think it's a 1918. I think I see the 1, the 9, the 1 for sure, and that's got to be an 8. It's got to be an 8. I'd hate to Nic-A-Date it just to Nic-A-Date it. But I think that's a 1918. Could just be damaged, though. You guys let me know if you see something. I'm going to recheck the film here and see if I can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm thinking 1918 right there. Let me check the film. I'll bring you guys back and let you know if I had to Nic-A-Date it or if I made out a date without the Nic-A-Date. All right, I am back. I'm going to confirm the 1918 Philadelphia. We do not need Nic-A-Date. I used my hand loop. I saw the top right side curve of the 8. It's definitely a 1918 Philly. We'll take it. It's dated and it's from the teens. Don't see them too often like that. A buffalo nickel on the board. 21 rolls left. Let's find some more. Roll 39 and we have a rare sighting. It's a Jefferson nickel from the 40s. A 1948 out of Denver. And since I have you here, I see a Denver mint marked reverse showing. Probably a 64 Denver. Nope, a 1946 Denver. Had the last 2 digits mixed up. Roll number 43. A Jefferson nickel from 1941 out of Denver. All right, we've wrapped up this 2-box hunt, and surprisingly, box number 2 was pretty much the same type of box as number 1. We have a total of 54 finds on the board, and if you recall, we had 27 in box 1, so we had 27 in box 2. Now, box number 2 had less in the 40s, but a ton more of the 2024 Denvers. Down here are the best finds, other than the 39P that I have up here because it's in pretty bad shape, and it's a common nickel. We got the Mexican peso. We got a couple of beauties, a 64P and a 68S. And the best of the beauties, because it's older, is this 1940 Denver that I'm hoping is an upgrader. Moving on to the next row, we had 3 2009 Denvers with the lower mintage and a total of 12 2024 Denvers that are selling pretty well lately. And yeah, we got 10 in box 2, so I'll take those. The next row has the lower minted coins that are older. 2 47S's, not in the best shape. 2 58 Phillies, we got one in the second box, decent condition. And a 59 Philly, also in decent condition. And then the find of the hunt. It's going to be a dated Teens Buffalo nickel, a 1918 Philly that I'm hoping we can use in the Buffalo Nickel album. We got skunked on silver yet again, but we could have an upgrader, we could have an adder. Let me go ahead and grab the books, compare the finds, and bring you back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this 2-box nickel hunt. I have finished comparing all of today's finds to both albums, and we do indeed have an upgrade and an addition. For the Jefferson nickel album, that 1940D was much better than the one I had in there, so that's a nice upgrader. And I figured I would do this live with you guys. We did not have a 1918 Philly in the Buffalo nickel album. So now we have completed 100 boxes for the Jefferson Nickel Hunt and Fill Series 4. We're only missing the 2 nickels still, the 50D and the 42S. We have 67 boxes left to try to beat Series 1's completion box number. For the Buffalo nickels, we've hunted 51 boxes of nickels in 2025. We slotted the 18P, so now 17 out of the 64 nickels have been added to this album, and we have found 27 total through 51 boxes, still averaging better than 1 Buffalo nickel every 2-box hunt. Can't get mad at that, and I will say it again because it is kind of concerning. It's been a while since I found some silver wartime nickels. They're starting to get harder to find, so I'll be curious to see if you guys are struggling as far as finding them as well. That being said, I'll take Buffaloes, I'll take upgraders, and I'll take better dates all day, every day. If you guys enjoyed this 2-box hunt as much as I did, you know I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.